So right next, I want to go ahead and go to the program so that we can go to the next event, which is to invite one of my good friends. I am so honored by his presence here tonight. And I am so honored that you all will get to meet this gentleman. He is a mover. He is a big shot. We can call him a big shot. He is the owner of Upstack America, which is a true partner for immigrants wishing to study and live and work in the United States. Mr. Bob Mwiti lives in Florida with his family, and he is the product director of Upstack America and the co-founder of the Kenya Airlift program. This is a program that is bringing our people here to do master's program, helping them to go through the master's program and also working with them so that they can get a job and eventually getting them a green card to live and work in the United States. Bob is an IT consultant, consulting on robotic and data science. He is also a consultant on master's studies in the USA. And without further ado, I am so honored to invite and welcome my friend Bob Mwiti. Welcome, Bob.
Asante sana. Thank you so much, Sarah. I hope everybody can hear me. Can you hear me? Maybe you can raise your hand.
Yes, we can hear you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, and I'm so glad to be part of this congregation today. You guys are doing some amazing things here. Teresa, thank you so much for this, what you guys have come up with, you and Sarah. This is amazing. When I heard about this venture, I was like, wow, how come no one thought about this, but anyways, this is the time, and it's you guys who have come up with something like this. This is fantastic. In fact, actually, when I heard about it, I was like, this is a really, really good thing, okay? And I think it's gonna grow tremendously. Now, my name is Bob. For those who don't really know me, I live in Tampa, Florida, here in the US, like Sarah said. I came to the US about 11 years ago. I came in 2009. I think that's almost 12 years now. It seems like the other day, but yeah, I came in 2009, and I came here as a master's student. So I came on an F1 visa, student visa, came here, then of course graduated from school and decided to stay here long term, just like almost everybody else who comes here. Now, I came to do an MBA, graduated, figured it out, and I got trained as an IT consultant, and I got into the industry as an IT consultant, working for big organizations out there. I worked for about 5 years, and then after that, then I got into business. Now, in today's in this meeting, I'll talk a little bit about my story, and then of course I'll touch more into today's theme of this meeting today, which is more into how to network in terms of business. All right. Now, like I said, I came as a student. I graduated then, I found it so hard to get a job. But luckily, I'm one of those people who are able to look around and see what everybody else is doing. And I realized that most Indians, okay, they graduated from school and they got jobs. And whereas most of our people, we are struggling, those people that I knew in my class, all of us were struggling. So anyways, I was able to figure out what they were doing. They got trained, and I got trained as an IT consultant. And that's how I ended up getting into the tech industry, even though I didn't have any IT background. Okay, so I worked in the industry as an IT consultant, as a systems analyst, working for Fortune 500 companies. My last client was Citigroup here in Tampa. That's actually how I ended up coming here in Tampa, and I worked there for about 5 years. And at some point, I quit my job. Okay, and I quit a very, very well-paying job. And I quit this job to get into business because I realized that, for me, at some point, I was, I wanted to help people. When I was doing that job, I was on a H-1B visa, which limits, you in terms of how you can do in terms of business. But now, once I was able to get my green card, I was like, I can be able to do something for myself, as a business. Okay, go out there and help people. And that's really how I ended up forming my company, Upstack America, which is basically an IT consulting firm that helps African immigrants, primarily African immigrants, to get education and job opportunities that are here in the US, mostly in the tech space, all right? And later on, I formed the Kenya Airlift program based out of the challenges that I faced as an international student and what I was seeing around. And this is a program that I think maybe many of you have heard about it. We've been featured a lot on mainstream, TV stations and all that. And this is a program that brings brilliant Kenyans who want to come and study IT-related master's programs here in the US. We source for their funding. We get them trained on job skills once they are here. We support them for them to be able to get those work visas once they graduate from school, work visas, for example, H-1B visas and employment-based green cards. So that's the program that we currently run, and it's doing amazingly well. Now, how was I able to do all this? And I started the business in 2017. All right, now in 2021, I started the business when I was on my 35th birthday. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I'm turning that 5. I need something. I need to change something about my life. Okay, so on my 35th birthday, that's when I decided to start my business. All right. Now, how was I able now for me to be able to move from basically being unknown? No one knew me, in this community, any Kenyan out there, they didn't know me. But how was I able to move from being unknown to where I am today? And that's really what I want to share with you guys so that you can really see how you can be able to scale your business to the next level, okay? And how you can leverage the power of business networking, okay, for you to get to that level that you want, all right? For you to leave that job, if you have a job that you feel like maybe it's too much, okay, you don't have the freedom, what do you need to do? Okay, that's where business comes into the picture. Business makes you get out of that, that job that maybe you don't want. Okay, that thing that ties you down. You want that freedom. That's what business can do. I left a very well-paying job, but I always felt like, you know what? I was not meant for corporate work. Okay, I was working in a job that was paying me a 6-figure salary. That's a kind of job that can make you very comfortable and not feel like, getting out there, getting uncomfortable and going out there and doing something else. Okay, but I had that courage to go out there and start my own thing. And that's what I want to encourage you guys. Go out there. Okay, don't have the fear. Go out there and don't go just one leg in and then the other leg out. Go all in. Okay, we are having this platform right here, JamboList, for us to enable us go out there and be able to market ourselves, be able to brand ourselves, be able to get people know us. Okay, that's how you can only be able to do it, because we don't want people to be just, one leg in into business, the other leg out. Okay, go out there, make sure, decide that, you know what, I want to do something into business. I want to build my business. And how can you do that? For me, what I did was I decided that I'm gonna do online publishing. You're watching Success with Bob Mwiti show, presented to you by Upstack America. Upstack America is a consulting company that helps immigrants find amazing higher education and job opportunities in the tech industry in the United States. You can find our programs by going to www.upstackamerica.com. Upstack America, we wake you up to the unlimited potential within you. Online publishing. What does that mean? So I decided that I'm going to be telling my story. Okay, I'm going to be out there telling my story. What am I? I started by my own story. How did I come to the US? What did I do? Why am I starting this business? What are the benefits of the business that I had? All right, my story. That's what you need to do. Go out there. Okay, get out of your comfort zone. We have the internet. Leverage the power of the internet, social media. I use social media a lot. Before, my social media, my Facebook was all about partying, taking pictures and posting them out there, clubbing and stuff. That's what I used to do. That's all I used to do. But when I started the business, I went to my Facebook page. I removed all the pictures, all the videos that I put there, all those videos that I put there that showed the other life. Okay, and I transformed it to a totally different Bob. Okay, totally different person. All right, started talking about my business without fearing anything. Because you see, what holds a lot of people is fearing, oh, I don't want maybe my brothers back in Kenya to know, I'm having this. I don't want all this to know I have a business. I mean, if you're fearing people to know you have a business, then why even, like, you should not even go out there and market yourself. I mean, you can't go far. Like, you have to talk about your baby. You have to talk about it. Okay, you have to talk about it. You have to talk about it. You can't just sit there and say, oh, I can't do this. I can't talk about my business. You have to talk about your business if you really want people to know you. Okay, and that's really what I did. Started publishing, online publishing. All right. So every time I would post something about my business, and you see, what I see with a lot of our people is, when you start, talking about your business, you talk about your business once and then you stop. Maybe once a month. Then no one hears about you anymore. Then people forget about you. You have to be consistent throughout. Talk about your business from day one. Keep on talking about it, because the more you keep talking about your business, your story, the more people will know that you exist. You don't talk about what you do, no one will know you. If I don't talk about what I do, probably me, Sarah, would never know about Bob Mwiti. If I never talked about what I do, I would never have gotten all the kinds of maybe partnerships or collaborations that I've managed to be able to do, okay, and leave my job that was paying me so much. Okay, all right, you have to tell your story. And how can you do that? You do online publishing. Okay, talk about, we have this platform. For example, you don't even have to pay anything. Go on Facebook, keep on talking about your story, what you do on a consistent basis. Okay, and let people know that you do this and this and this. And that's really how you can become an authority in your field, in your niche. Because right now, even for example, I heard someone, the lady saying that she knows about me from Sarah, okay, because she knows about what I do, because I talk a lot about what I do. Okay, I write blogs out there on a consistent basis, on a weekly basis, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I write something. I put it out there. And the reason why you have to do this publishing online is because it's basically like as if you're planting seeds. The power of the internet is, once you write something, for example, something about your business or anything that adds value to people, also you can't just talk about your business all the time. You need to be publishing something that is valuable to people. People need to learn a lot from you without you necessarily asking for money or telling them that you are selling something, because that's really what I've tried to do in my business. Okay, trying to talk about, let's say, for example, if it's anything to do with coming to study here, advising students, how do you get visas? How do you get into good schools? How do you pass your GMAT exams? How do you get into corporate America? How do you get into those good jobs? How do you get paid 6-figure salary? Because a lot of our people are not able to get these good jobs. How do you do that? Okay, keep on talking about these things that add value to people's lives without necessarily trying to sell yourself. Okay, and that's really what people will start noticing you. People will start noticing you, and every time there's something, they'll be, oh, you know what? Oh, I know Bob. You go talk to him. If it's anything to do with student visa, he'll help you. If it's anything to do with IT job, getting a job in corporate America, he'll help you. That's how you build your network. That's how people get to know about you. Okay, another good thing about going out there and talking about yourself and publishing out there online, okay, is because you can actually attract really good partners. Okay, you see, when you really want to scale your business, most of the time you can't scale your business just by yourself. Most of the time you won't be able to do that, and that's why even you see these ladies, they've come up together. They put their skills together. Teresa with what she brings to the table, Sarah with what she brings to the table, and they came up with something good. Okay, they came up with something good. Okay, they attracted each other. That's how you need to do it. Because now if you keep on going out there and adding value to people's lives by giving them information that is very valuable, you're going to be attracting big partners,
good partners out there. Okay, me, I can't insist this enough because I'm testament to what publishing out there and adding value to people's lives in terms of content, talking about, value, what it can bring. I've been able to create a lot of partnerships. I've been featured on TV, mainstream TV in Kenya, because of talking about what I do, because of telling my story. Okay, I mean, even like, for example, those partnerships that I got, for example, being featured on NTV, being featured on KTN, I never knew those people. Me, I never knew anyone in TV. No one. I've been featured on Voice of America, an international TV station in Washington, D.C. My first ever time to be on a TV station, live on TV station for about 5 minutes. Okay, on TV station on Voice of America in Washington, D.C. is because of what I used to share out there on the internet. Someone proposed me to the Voice of America. They said, hey, there's this Kenyan guy, he does this and this and this. And they came to me and they asked me, hey, Bob, we would like to interview you. We'd like you to talk about what you do. Okay, that's how I got that. That's how I got that partnership. That's how I got that collaboration. Okay, all right. Even, for example, in the Kenya Airlift program, I have an amazing partner, member of County Assembly. He heard about me out of my social media posts, talking about what I do. Okay, talking about what I do. That's how I was able to get that partnership. Okay, we've been able to get collaborations with, for example, right now you're working on a collaboration with the University of Nairobi. This is the biggest, one of the biggest universities in the Republic of Kenya. I mean, it's the biggest, actually, arguably the biggest. Okay, these are very reputable firms. And yet here I'm Bob, not even big person. I mean, I'm just nothing. I just left my work like 4 years ago. I mean, no one knew me, but how was I able to manage that? It's all about going out there and talking about your story. That's how University of Nairobi are able to know what you are doing. That's how, for example, we had a collaboration with University of Alabama, one of the best universities in the state of Alabama. We signed a collaboration with them just the other day. How are we able to do that? We are a very small company, but how are you able to do that? We tell our story. We go out there and tell our story. In fact, actually, even for us to get that collaboration, know what we did? I did a video of what we do. And I sent the video and a nice story to the school. And I told them, this is what we do. And we've been able to bring these kind of students to a university. And they were able to, I mean, they were very impressed with what we're doing. And they were able to, reach out to us and get us, become our partners. That's what you do. You go out there and actually build these partnerships. How do you build it? You have to talk about your story. You have to tell your story. No one will tell your story. No one out there will. You have to. You have to. If you don't tell your story, no one will tell it. You have to go out there and do it. Do it. There's a lot of platforms out there. JamboList is one of them. Go out there, list your company. Let people know that you offer those services. Okay, go out there, write blogs of what you do. If you're in insurance, tell people about the benefits of life insurance. You know me, a few years ago, I didn't know anything about life insurance. Nothing. Do you know I didn't even have life insurance when I was working and making a 6-figure salary? I had no idea what life insurance was. So many of our people out there, and I see a lot of our people, there's so many of our people out there selling life insurance. It's a very, very good product, but a lot of people even don't know much about it in our community. Go out there, talk about it, add value to people's lives. You don't have to necessarily sell. I'm telling you, don't sell. Just talk about the benefits of life insurance and everything else that you're doing. I'm just giving life insurance because that's what came into my mind. Okay, go out there and talk about that. Provide value to people. Giving that information is very, very important. Without necessarily selling. People will be attracted to you the moment you keep on creating value to them. You don't have to sell to anybody. They will start coming to you. And that's really how I've been able to manage to get my business from being nothing into where I am now, to be able to leave my job, okay, leave a well-paying job and actually venture into this full-time without having to worry about having a job on the side and doing this other thing on the side. Okay, so I didn't want to talk much because I was not really the main speaker. Okay, I was a guest speaker, but I really wanted to give you that so that you guys can see the power of networking. Just sharing my own story. Okay, I love sharing my own story. Go out there, talk about your story. talk about what you do, and people will want to work with you. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And Sarah and Teresa, congratulations, and we'll support you. This is a fantastic platform. Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. That is passion. That is passion. Simply talk about your story. Get it on the mountains. Tell it all. And right now, we have the mountain JamboList. Get on there and tell your story. And it's gonna be heard all over. Thank you so very much, Mr. Mwiti. That's so encouraging. I was looking at the chat, and there is quite a lot. If you didn't get to see it, Mr. Mwiti, just have a look at it, because people have questions for you. People want your contact. People want to relate with you. And this is what networking is doing. So thank you, Sarah and Teresa, getting us here together today. Definitely we are getting out with a goodie bag. Everybody, we are getting out of here with a goodie bag. And so, Mr. Mwiti, I'm gonna tell you, a couple of months ago, I was trying to help my cousin to come on over to the US. And as I was helping him, he mentioned something. He said, oh, I'm getting onto this program. I don't know whether it's legit. And they're helping people to come to programs in the US. And I said, what is that program that you're coming to? And he mentioned to me, he said, there's a guy by the name Bob Mwiti. I said, stop right there, because that's credible. So yeah, his name is Josiah Karaoke. Maybe you heard about him in your programs, but I told him right away, that's credible. So that's what you are doing. We are going to encourage many, and to network, because you never know who is going to be your next footstool. Okay, thank you so very much. And again, I'm going to say it again, like you said, market your brand, market yourself, sell yourself, get onto whatever platform. Now we have the platforms. It's not like years ago. Get on there. And now we have JamboList. Get in there, and you're going to places. So thank you very much, Mr. Mwiti.
You've been watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, brought to you by Upstake America. Come back next time to hear more steps and missteps that I took on the path to becoming a successful immigrant in USA. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.